Heavily Stud Mobile Gate for the Tote Burger. Open now. 2,200 metres. Non-winners here. The favourites, Mannion, number 1, 270, 350 Al Benson. $5 Dynamite Dares. 2 1/4 laps and we're set and ready for action, and the green light is up and they're off. Our Benson, barrier 2 on the journey well. Dylan Ferguson up on the outside, Dynamite Dares. Back on the inside, Manny, and then Penny's first flight. The second half of the field are invisible. Back there too, Swim in the River, Freedom Dash, and He from its wide draw taken back to the tail. Dynamite Dares, the Sunshine Beach gelding, will take it up now for Peter Ferguson, away by 2. Now Benson, the Tiamuru paces in the trail, and up over on the outside, sitting out parked as a pace into the back was Penny's first flight, invisible to the 1-1. Coming forward out 3 wide on these was Freedom Dash and Todd McFarlane. Back over on the inside, the race favourite, awkwardly spotted at this stage of the race. 3 back on the pegs with a lead up of 44.1. Swim in the River is back second last, and the last is He. Tote Burger open now, pace, they come off the back, and it's Dynamite Dares. Up for company, Freedom Dash on the outside, second and park. Al Benson, the son of Sweet Lou, in the trail, and Penny's first flight, the Hawara Pacer 1-1. Back on the inside, Mannion for the Chief David Butcher. Benjamin Butcher invisible to its outside. Then the Magic Man Morris McHenry. Swim in the River back second last, and Kyle Marshall and He back at the tail with the opening quarter in 30.5. Dynamite Dares will bring them down to the Judge Bell and 1 to go. Up on the outside, Freedom Dash and Al Benson trailing 1-1 Penny's first flight. Mannion back on the inside, to its outside invisible. The gelded son of Always Be Mickey travelling well enough third last. Second last, Swim in the River. And He, the son of Auckland, reactors back at the tail as they pace out to the final 800 metres, where Dynamite Dares will click off that second quarter, 31.4. Leading from up on the outside, Freedom Dash, and trailing then to Al Benson. 1-1 Penny's first flight. 3 back on the inside, Mannion's all dressed up, nowhere to go as they pace to the 600 metre mark. Then came Invisible. Swim in the River looking to take off, and He is looking to come from the tail end of the field as well. Dynamite Dares to the end of the back straight, 450 metres left to go. Up over on the outside, Freedom Dash, Al Benson waiting the TFS Horse Transport passing lane. Mannion's got room to work with now. Swim in the River getting into the race, as too is He. 30.5 down the back. Dynamite Dares will bring them for home. From Al Benson up on the outside is Freedom Dash, Swim in the River. He's been presented right down the outside. It's Dynamite Dares, skips away by 2. Al Benson right down the outside is He. Mannion's in the clear. Dynamite Dares, Al Benson comes for a look. Dynamite Dares, Al Benson dives, missed. Dynamite Dares, AJ, he gets 2 on the day, 1 at the greys, 1 at the harness. Second over will be Al Benson, Mannion for third, then Invisible, Swim in the River. They were followed by He. Further back in the field then to Freedom Dash, and Penny's first flight will be the last across here.